It's no secret that it's been a hot summer. Parts of southern Alberta have broken heat records, and while this 7th straight drought year is not new to farmers or the ag industry, this is still a cause for concern. Cypress County Councillor Blaine Brost has a cattle ranch just north of Irvine. Brost says that farmers might have to take drastic action to prepare for next spring.
I'm feeding these horses and the cattle too. I mean, we're going to have to start, feeding a certain percentage of them. And I hear different places the pairs are starting to come in and they're splitting off, 3 weights are going to the feedlot, and under that are staying with their mamas for a while in the feedlot till they're big enough to be split off. And that creates a big expense, and the profit margin shrinks a lot more when you start doing that.
Now, despite the appearance of some fields, farmers across the province have seen a huge drought issue, specifically in southern Alberta. Farmers were asked to range their crop yields from good to excellent, and from last month saw a 12.4% drop. Now, drought isn't the only issue farmers have been seeing, as grasshopper populations have literally and figuratively jumped. Last year's Cypress County Farm Family of the Year award winner Josh Beck says that culling might be the best practice for this coming farming season. He says that farmers had a tough time feeding cattle through the severe drought in 2021, and that a repeat could prove disastrous, citing the increased cost of calves, hay, and the lack of total moisture. Beck said that the conditions have been favorable for grasshoppers and that this year's population is the largest he's ever seen, and that they've reduced crop yields by up to 70%.
The grasshoppers were a surprise when we started seeing them so early. We've lost edges of fields, we've lost 80 acres out of a 100-acre field, but we sprayed as much as we could, and it comes to a point where the economics don't make sense anymore to keep doing it. And now they're getting almost too big to spray because they're flying. So
while the farm has been in family hands for over 100 years and he's seen his share of drought, this year's grasshopper population has been the biggest challenge. Beck says that farmers might have to take their cattle off of grass and grain early to start them on feed. This raises the cost for farmers, but might be necessary.
Yeah, I don't know where we go from here other than just keep trying to keep your costs down and just preparing for another drought. And if it turns around to be a good year next year, then that's better. But
Beck says that crop insurance does help ease the burden, but that the premium costs will go up next year, even though the amount of coverage will drop as it's based on annual averages.
I guess all you can say is everybody try to stay positive, and I mean the good thing about it is we do have a very good cattle market right now, so people take advantage of that. Forward plan as much as you can. Maybe you got to cull some cows and try to get through this thing, because there'll be good times around the corner again.
Adrian St.Onge, Chat News.